Welcome, District 12 Toastmasters. Today, we're interviewing Ed Baumgartner. Welcome, Ed.
Thank you.
Ed, we have one question for you. Why did you join Toastmasters?
Why did I join Toastmasters? Well, that was in, been over 44 years. I forgot what the year was I joined. I believe I joined in 1971. Uh, the reason, no, it had to be it had to be later. I joined Toastmasters because I was in business for myself. And as a horseshoer, I got a call from a Rotary Club. They wanted me to speak at one of their luncheons. And I said, sure, I would love to. And when I told my wife that, she says, you don't know how to give presentations. You don't know how to speak. You never done that before. And I says, well, I know, but I'll learn real quick. So I went on out and bought a book on how to give presentations. Who's a famous guy that's wrote many books on that. And I told the person that called that I'd need 2 or 3 weeks in advance because I'm booked up and I have to plan out. And I said, give me a call. And he said he needed it that week. So he said he'd give me a call, but he never did call. But I read that book. And then about a week later, I came across in the paper a paragraph that said Toastmasters. If you want to improve on your presentation skills, join Toastmaster Club, whatever, Town and Country Toastmaster Club. We meet at such day at such time. So I thought, well, I'll check it out and see what it is. So when I went there, I was very nervous. The club was small. They only had like 5 members. They were very low at that time. And they asked me, as all Toastmaster clubs during table topics, if I'd like to participate in table topics. And I told them, no, I'm just here to observe the meeting. So that's what I did. I never did speak, but they did ask me at the end of the meeting, how'd I like the meeting? And I said, very well. I enjoyed it and I did like it. So they invited me back the next week. What impressed me about that first meeting, there was only 5 people, but the president, he started on time, ran the business meeting, very organized, and the meeting went very smooth. I was impressed with that, with so few people. So I went the next week, and of course they asked me if I want to participate in table topics, and I said, no, I'm just here to observe. So I observed the meeting again, and it was the same way. So they invited me back the following week. I came back, and they asked me if I wanted to participate in table topics. And I told them, no, I'm just here to observe. So when I left that meeting, I thought, if I'm not going to jump in the pool and get wet, I might as well stop going. So I decided the next time I'm going to participate in table topics and I'll join the club. And that's what I did. When they installed me the following week, they made me vice president of education. So I thought, well, that's an interesting start for being a new member. But I saw the value and the importance and the way that Roy Smith was the president at the time. The way he ran that meeting I was so impressed with the business meeting is the reason I joined that club. And I see it's not in business meeting is not in very few clubs now, but I see the importance of it to learn parliamentary procedure because I sit on boards and I had my own business involved in other businesses. And it's a great tool. And for anybody that's in business or on boards, they should join a Toastmaster club and insist on them having business meetings during incorporated in a regular meeting. And that's why I joined Toastmasters. And that's why I've stayed in Toastmasters. I've never stopped.
Excellent. What club are you with?
I'm with Town and Country Toastmaster Club, 2488. As I said, 44 plus years now. Been every officer, served as area governor back then, and made my DTM in 1991. And I'm amazed that it has stayed around. I think we're around 67 years. We've been in business since 1957. And I've seen it rise and I've seen it drop. And for any club to stay around for that number of years, I think is amazing, because you keep changing officers, and it's hard, very difficult to find leaders who want to carry that on, because I consider a Toastmaster club as a business. And the officers you have and the members are kind of like the board of directors, because if you use Robert Rules of Order and parliamentary procedure, everything's supposed to be approved by the total membership when you vote on something. So it's very, very educational. And that's why I stay with it. And that's why I'm in it for so many years.
Thank you for this interview today.
You're welcome.